Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. फिर से बोलो Om Shanti. क्या है? Silence में बैठे थे इसलिए.
Dadi says you were sitting in silence so you don't want to come into sound. Is that what it is?
Silence में बैठे थे. बोलो अभी Om Shanti.
So now say again Om Shanti very powerfully.
प्यार से बोलो.
Say it with a lot of love, Om Shanti.
बताया ना ओम शांति से बहुत फायदे हैं.
Daddy had already mentioned how much benefit there is through saying Om Shanti. Even if you don't say anything else, anything happens, Om Shanti, it's okay, doesn't matter.
Om Shanti मुस्कुराना सिखाती है.
Om Shanti teaches us how to smile.
आपको दर्शनीय मूर्त बनना हो ना.
If you want to become an image of being a vision, then Om Shanti.
तो क्या करेंगे?
What would you have to do?
सब आपको देख कर ही कहीं खुश हो जावे सब.
Just everyone should feel very happy just by seeing you.
हमेशा बाबा एक सप्ताह की महिमा बहुत करते हैं.
Baba always used to give the praise of the 1 week, the 1 week course. So we will be for 1 week going into silence, into the internalized stage. Keep the self, make the effort, make the aim for making that spiritual effort. Sometimes Baba said, take leave and do service. And so Daddy said, yes, I do service while being in your remembrance. And then Baba said, take 1 week, total rest, entire rest. You have a lot of love for service since the beginning, and I had understood. And I said, well, what does Baba want from me? So 1 week's entire rest means, what is the feeling Baba has for me? When Baba says entire rest, it means don't even think about service, but deep within. It's not about being tired and taking rest because of that, no. There was, this is a story from the time when we were all in Karachi. In order for us to make effort, Baba used to tell us every day very, very sweet things. Just simply the effort to become sweet. And since yesterday, I will be here today, tomorrow and the next day. Dadi is here until the 26th, so there are 2 or 3 days so that we can become so powerful in our practice that this Christmas, Daddy is going to tell you something of great amusement. Baba used to say, we shouldn't have Christmas. Baba's going to change Christmas into Kissmas, so don't miss that Kissmas. Baba will give you a big kiss. Have so much love that you get a kiss from Baba. So this is Kissmas, not Christmas. So this Kissmas should be such. We can have a kiss to each other. Sometimes when I give a lot of love to Baba, I feel that I want to kiss Baba. I'll tell you what goes on with Dadi. Everybody's looking, and I meet Baba, then what happens? The father says, ooh, I want to give Baba a kiss, and Baba should give me a kiss. And Baba's kissing other people, but not me. I will kiss Baba. So just as Christ has so much love for Baba, so our love for Baba was so much. This is why he had so much love for God. And this is why he tolerated so much.
भगवान के प्यार में
In the love of God,
अपनी जीवन दी है.
he gave his life.
बाबा का भी कृष्ण के सोल के लिए बहुत प्यार.
So Baba also has a lot of love for the soul of Christ.
तो सोल में
Within the soul,
भगवान का प्यार
the love of God
अनुभव होवे ना,
should be experienced,
वो सोल
and that soul
पहले सिमरन योग्य,
first of all becomes worthy of being remembered,
माला में आने योग्य बन जाता.
that is, becomes worthy of coming into the rosary.
ज्ञान को इतना ज्ञान में क्या है?
What is Gyan?
बाबा सब समझाता है.
Baba clarifies everything.
क्या भी देता है,
He gives teachings.
सावधानी भी देता
He gives cautions also.
है, श्रीमती देता है.
He gives Shrimat as well, and he gives directions and he gives signals.
ये ज्ञान है.
This is Gyan, isn't it?
बच्चे ये काम तुम नहीं करो.
Now, Baba said, you do not do this type of work. And I had also not done that. Do not defame
दूसरा
anyone.
भी कोई गिलानी करे ना, छुराना.
Even if somebody does defame someone, don't listen, don't participate. Baba has given us this indication not to defame anyone. Baba says, and he explains, that within the whole world
धर्म की गिलानी करो.
there are people who defame the deity religion.
हिंदुओं ने भी कर दी. ये नाम
Even the Hindus have done this.
अपने आप का नाम
The Christians have done in the name of the Father.
भगवान ने देवता धर्म स्थापित
God himself had established the deity religion,
और वो देवता धर्म का नाम ही गुम कर दिया.
and then that name of the deity religion has disappeared. There is so much defamation of
कोई भी
religion.
क्रिश्चियन से हिंदू नहीं बनेगा.
No one will
से क्रिश्चियन बना.
become a Hindu from a Christian, but they will become Hindus to Christians. Muslims won't become Hindus, but Hindus will become
जिन्हें
Muslims.
अपने धर्म से
So they have forgotten their religion to that extent.
कहते हैं तो इतने
Baba
बुरे
is
हैं.
not complaining, but Baba says there is a lot of defamation of religion, and ultimately Baba himself comes at the time when there is the maximum of defamation of religion and the destruction of truth, and there is so much falseness and corruption, so much sorrow in the world. It has reached to such an extent, and there is a bankruptcy of love.
उस टाइम में
At such a time,
फिरा करके
Baba comes once again on this earth and he says, okay,
दुनिया को भूल जाओ.
forget that corrupt world.
तीन बातें बाबा कहते हैं.
And there are three things Baba said,
मुख्य बात
and the main thing,
अच्छी है.
which is very, very good,
बाबा हमको आत्मा
Baba
कह करके हे आत्मा
speaks to us as souls, and he says, hey soul, hey soul, hey soul.
रोज बोलने में
Each and every day he calls us souls. Who is speaking to us? It is the Supreme Soul who says, hey soul,
ईश्वर की संतान.
you are the child of God.
मैं पूछती हूँ
And I am asking
हर एक को अंदर में ये है.
each one, do you have this within yourself, that I am the soul, the child of God, the Supreme Being,
ये आत्मा
and I am a soul of the ancient original religion?
ने मुझे बुला के
Baba has called me in my last birth to become free from all karmic accounts and make me his own.
जो हमारे पूर्व जन्मों के संस्कार थे.
Whatever were the sanskaras of our earlier births, he has destroyed those.
और बाबा ने ये भी कहा
And Baba has also said, I call you into my world and I make you into a child of God and give you the divine godly sanskaras. Hey soul,
तुम्हारे में मन बुद्धि संस्कार है.
you have a mind, intellect and sanskaras within you.
मन बुद्धि द्वारा ही संस्कार
And
करने हैं.
through your mind and intellect you have created your sanskaras, and so through your mind and intellect you have to change those sanskaras. He has given us this much understanding, so think about it. So when you think about such sweet knowledge and continue churning on it, you remember who you are, who you belong to. I am the soul, but whose soul am I? Who do I belong to? And so the real true gold, I am a golden-aged soul. At such a time, God has come, and out of hundreds of thousands and millions, He has selected me and made me His own. And so you must do spiritual effort with a true heart. He says you don't have any other work. This is why the yajna has been created, so that you can do service of the yajna and do pure karma and create your fortune. Otherwise, through purity you can attain peace, so that you can then go to the world of peace and become such a child that you return back to the world of the peace with me. To come back having experienced the punishment of Dharmaraj, or to be full of regrets and then come, you will not come with Baba, but you will come later. This is the time of the end of the drama. As long as you are here, to that extent, so Baba says, recognize the time. Because he says we have to do like this, this is the time when I, God, have come. I have come here from above, and I have taken the vehicle of Brahma as my instrument. This vehicle is so wonderful. Look at the vehicle of Shiv Baba, this vehicle of Brahma. He himself is free from the effect of any karma. He doesn't eat or drink. But I did have this experience when I went to Assam. In Guwahati, it was Thursday. I do not take bhog in trance. I am not a trance messenger. But they thought first we will offer bhog together, and then you will ask, will tell the Murli, and then you come into the class. And I felt that this is not going to be right. It was the feeling that what would be the right way to do it. So I said, I will tell the Murli. It was a big gathering, very good one. And the sister from Guwahati is doing very, very good service. So I said, today is Thursday and I am here. And so I spoke all about the details of the importance of Thursday, and I made her realize, and there are many, many kinds of service that took place due to the importance of Thursday. So I said, I'm going to read the Murli, and then we will offer bhog together. So in London, we offer bhog together, and they wrote to me who were the three who sat to offer bhog. Who will sit? So first they tell me who will sit for Sunday bhog and Thursday bhog. So one sister was sitting and two other sisters were sitting, and then sometimes small children will also sit there on the stage. And so over there it was a celebration of the dedication of the sisters. So there wasn't any place, so I got all the sisters who were getting surrendered to also sit up on the stage to offer bhog. And a very, very nice bhog was created. Not just a little bit to eat and this much offer, but a very good bhog was offered. So I said to Baba, this is my experience of once or twice. Baba says, I am abhokta, I don't eat and I don't drink. So I said once to Baba, I said, if you speak through Brahma's mouth, then you can eat through Brahma's mouth. What about that? He said, well, because you can have a chit-chat with Baba. Why do you say that you are a bhokta? If you don't you don't accept bhog, how can we eat it? So you have to also eat. So in that I chit-chatted with Baba. And once, in my experience of 2 or 4 times, Baba said, you have brought the thali of bhog. The thali comes by itself. I will eat and I will feed all of you. He says, I will eat. So he said, I will eat and I will give to everyone. This is possible, don't you think? So today he says, I don't eat, I don't drink, I'm a bhokta. So I said to Baba, okay, you're a bhokta, but I'm going to get you to eat. Yes, he does things yet is detached. He can eat and be detached. And he teaches us how to be that way. First, when Baba used to come, Baba used to not eat. Now when Baba became Avyakt Baba is given food, right? With a lot of love, we give him little bit. We make a huge amount with a lot of love, many, many varieties. Baba eats just a teeny little bit of each different variety. And everybody feels that they want to put food in Baba's mouth with the golden spoon. Even if they don't bring anything, they bring a golden spoon for Baba. So in the golden age, we will have a golden spoon in the mouth. So I thought there should be some soul. So I brought a spoon secretly. And in golden age, in such a golden spoon, we should be a person of that quality, and I should give that spoon to this person. What do you think? Who is like that? Just as Baba came in Gujarat, there was one sister with a lot of love who brought a golden thali, katori, glass. He said, well, I'm going to give food to Baba. Had so much love for Baba. In Bhakti, Meera also said, I will eat with you, I will sit with you, I will listen to you, I will talk to you only, I will dance with you only. This is that time when you can have such experience of happiness. Everyone must have this experience of happiness. We must make that happen, and these are the blessings that come. You see the blessing that come at the end of each murli. These days, it's very, very powerful how they create the blessings, prepare the blessings. And yesterday's class, which Raju had spoken, he had written up yesterday, but he wrote it from the tape very accurately. And there's a difference of day and night between this one and the English class. Each and everything of Baba has to be absorbed into the heart. Just as if you get good food, but you don't know how to chew because your teeth are no good. There are 32 teeth. You have to take care when you speak and take care when you eat. This is why you have teeth, to make sure that the tongue is under control. If anything happens to someone's tongue also, they're not able to speak. Or if their throat is bad, if they have flu or some bad feeling, Baba used to say, if you have negative feelings, it's like having flu. What does flu do? It prevents you operating. It's such a disease that spreads very quickly. It's very infectious. Some people say, I'm not going to come and see you because I have a bit of flu. I don't want to infect you. I don't want anyone else to get it. So you shouldn't get such a feeling that it's like flu and it spreads all around. So we have to be very careful. Baba says,
बच्चे मैं जो
children, whatever I am saying to you,
अच्छी तरह से जानो
you must know what it is, accept what it is,
बुद्धि से जानो
and understand it with
कानों
your
से सुनोगे
intellect.
ना,
Listen to
बुद्धि
it
से
through your
जानेंगे,
ears, know it through your
मानेंगे,
intellect,
तो जैसे
accept
ज्ञान
it,
हजम करोगे।
and in this way you start to digest the knowledge.
इतना ऊंचा ज्ञान है,
This is very elevated
हजम करने की
knowledge,
शक्ति चाहिए।
and so you
मेरे
need the
पति
power
बात
to
से
digest it. So first you need the 32 teeth of the introverted stage.
अंतर्मुखता के बिगर
If you don't have
ज्ञान
introverted
अंदर जाता नहीं।
stage, the knowledge will not go inside.
अंतर्मुखी
You need to be introverted, and then you will be always happy.
ये बाबा अंदर से
Baba
अच्छी शिक्षाएं रोज देते हैं।
gives these teachings in a very good way every day, and so we have to be able to absorb these teachings. If we go into an externalized stage,
पाप बढ़ेंगे।
then our sins will not get cut, they will get increased. So open up your ears and listen to
पुराने
this.
जन्मों के हमारे जो
The
किए हुए पाप हैं,
sins of previous
बाबा
births.
हमारा क्षमा का सागर, रहम का
Baba
सागर,
is the ocean of mercy and forgiveness, and he says, remember me, and then I will destroy all of the negative karma of all your many births.
practically है।
This is a practical reality.
अनेक जन्म के विक्रम बाबा को सच्ची तरह से याद करने वाले
If you remember Baba with a true heart, then he will destroy all of the sins of past births, and then it means that there will be no karmic accounts that pull you. You will remain in accounts of harmony.
साथ जो कर्म
The karma of the body and the bodily relations, that bondage will not be pulling you.
आत्मा हो, ये भी
I
बाबा
come into relationship as a soul. This is Baba's child. Even if they have their parents and their other relatives, they won't come into bondage of relationship, but they are just the children of one Baba.
शिक्षा समझानी है।
This is the teaching and the wisdom that Baba has given. We must make that into a practical experience. And Baba gives a secret power if we do this. He sees if the child is doing this practice.
मेरा जी कहता था जो बाबा ने सुनाया ना,
I have always felt that whatever Baba has said should be practical reality within
तो
me.
मुझे सुनाने में
And
बड़ा
so
अंदर मजा आता है।
I enjoyed telling the things that Baba has told me.
कहीं कहते हैं सुनाना नहीं चाहिए।
Some people say, I don't want to tell people about my effort, but I say, no, I enjoy telling about myself because sometimes somebody might like it and do the same thing, and that would be very good. This is a sign of my love for my brothers and sisters. So what happened?
बगीचे में
I was in a garden.
कराची में
In Karachi, we had a garden.
बंगलों में बंगले थे।
We had bungalows and there was a garden behind. So I once sat in a quiet stage in the garden,
बाबा ने जो सुनाया,
and whatever Baba had spoken,
तो बाबा कभी-कभी हमारे पास आता था।
sometimes Baba used to come to us, and so I had this thought. There was some new person who came, so I had this thought that I would like to be able to stay with Baba. Otherwise, nobody could stay with Baba.
बाबा के साथ रहते थे।
So there were just 2 or 3 who were staying with Baba.
फिर बाबा सीधा बगीचे में आया।
And Baba came directly to the garden
से आया
from Clifton.
आया तो
And he said, and he looked at me,
प्यार करके
and he gave a lot of love, and he brought me, and then he spoke the Murli.
मुरली के बाद
And after the Murli,
बाबा जी कार में बैठे।
he said, daughter, sit in the car. I said, oh,
कोई नहीं जाता था बाबा के।
nobody used to go with Baba.
मुझे इतना डर से
And I had
कैसे सकते
such a feeling that how did my thought reach Baba? I was sitting in silence, and I had that thought. I have had many experiences that how Baba catches my thought, even till today.
शांति में बाबा
When you sit together with Baba in silence, Baba gives very good experiences.
लेके गया। वो रात
He took me, and that
एक
night
मिनट नींद नहीं किया।
I didn't sleep a single minute because I was so happy.
बाबा के पास देखा।
I could stay with Baba.
मैं क्लिफ्टन में गई थी कराची में बहुत खुशी
So I went to Clifton and I was very, very happy and told my experience. What happened is Baba
बाबा ने जो मुझे
spoke
एक कमरा
and
सागर की तरफ था
there was one room towards the ocean and the other on the other side. And so in London I gave the name Baba Bhavan because there was a very powerful experience and influence of yoga from Baba Bhavan. So Daddy's inviting Shivani to go and sit in Baba Bhavan. There was so much power of yoga there. So I couldn't sleep. And at 5 o'clock Baba used to tell the Murli. So there was 7 or 8 people from the household who were sitting listening. Baba spoke the Murli. And I was thinking of sitting next to Baba, and Baba would tell the Murli, and Baba was telling the Murli. And then he said, "Daughter, do you have something to say?" And I said, "Baba, first of all, my throat was cold and you pulled me, and now you're asking me to speak." I said, "What can I say, Baba?" And Baba said, so my Baba, I said he said, "In front of you, many other people's throats will be closed. That is, they won't be able to speak in front of you." That was Baba's blessing to me. So just as he pulled me into silence, he gave this blessing, and this blessing is still working even until today. No one can come in front of me, even the big sadhus and mahatmas. You have all accepted the things of Baba. Today somebody asked me a question. How is it possible for double foreigners to accept this knowledge? I said, well, how would anyone accept the knowledge? You know it, you accept it, you recognize it, and then you would accept it. You wouldn't just accept it just like that. You have to know it, accept it, and know it. Then only you could recognize it. Then only it can be accepted. So there's this Antony, and then there's another Antony in Greece. And that Antony took this so much knowledge from me. Antony was given the course by Janki and Sudeshben, and I was sitting in the next room. And he pulled so much knowledge, all the knowledge of the cycle, the tree, which Baba has spoken, the knowledge of the ladder, which is also very good. How you come down the ladder from the golden age until the present time. How the knowledge of the cycle is good. He enjoyed so much. He would sit for hours and ask Janki. There was Charlie, Anthony, Brother Nick. And they sat and drew so much knowledge from us. So I thought, Baba has taught us for the world. He didn't just teach me for myself, nor just for India, but he taught us for the world. And I had so much intoxication that I used to say, I will come to Bharat. But Baba said, no, don't come, stay there. But my yoga of the intellect used to be so connected that it was night over here, and I used to think the yoga that I was doing at 4 o'clock in the morning here is a time difference over there, so what will happen? And so Baba said, wherever it'll be 4 o'clock in the morning, anywhere I will be in front of you. Whatever time there is Amrit Vela, whatever time zone, Baba will be present there. He is such a wonderful Baba. He is so beloved and so wonderful. And I tell you this experience, once Baba came in front of me, Sakar Baba. There are very, very good stories of Avyakt Baba, and Sakar Baba would be present. He would say, do you want something? Do you need something? And I said, Baba, how can I ask you for something? So he said, child, you have said Haji, so this means that Baba will be always present whenever you want. Wherever you place your feet, the Lord will be present in front of you. All that we have to do is take Baba's teachings, his cautions, his directions. We have to just simply absorb those and accept them in the heart, and then Baba is with us. There are the ancestor souls, and we have a nice picture of that, a very big one in Dadi's cottage, of the ancestor souls. All of these ancestor souls, there is so much good feeling, such good faith of them which moved us forward. The good feelings of the seniors. I have regard for each and every one of these ancestors, and I will tell you my experience of each of those. Didi, Dadi, Brajendra Dadi, Pushpashanta Dadi, Shil, Ratan Mohini, Shantamani Dadi, Manor Dadi, all of them. For each and every Dadi, Jagdish Bai also, Vishwakishore Baba, Dada Chandrahas Bai, all of these seniors, they all had very, very good feelings for each other and trust in each other, so much happiness. If we would leave that feeling and do something wrong, then there would be a great accumulation of negativity and we would not be able to have Baba's remembrance. So we have to take care of ourselves. I am the soul, and there should not be any burden on the soul. Baba has created the yajna. Anyone ask me any question that you doing so much service of Bharat or foreign countries, this is not a burden at all. This is Baba who has had it done. There's a lot of benefit in the messages that Baba gives for us, and I had also spoken the 4 things that Baba had told me, and somebody asked me to tell the message. So I can tell you clearly in Hindi, this was an English message. Baba had given 4 things which are so powerful and that they had made me very right so that I was able to become a bridge. First is when there's a blockage in the heart, you get pain. You want to do something but you're not able to. When you have a pain in the heart, then you're not able to experience peace of any type of pain. Then the pain doesn't allow you to become peaceful. Whatever hope you have to do some good thing, you don't have that power in your heart because of the pain. You say Baba, and then Baba removed the blockage. Oh, even now if anybody has pain, even now it will become fixed. The blockage will be removed. And there's no pain. So then I am a peaceful soul, no problem, no pain. Baba, I am fine. Very good. What is your condition when you're in pain? Then when you're peaceful, then you're loveful. Oh, I'm fine, Baba, everything is good, I don't have any pain. And then you feel the courage to do something. And when you have courage, then you need truthfulness and faith, and then the courageous child receives help from Baba in a very wonderful way. Together with courage, if there is faith and truthfulness. Baba, I want to do, but I have some bondage. then how can you fulfill the deal of the courageous child gets help from Baba? Open up your eyes and listen to these things. Your eyes and ears should be fully open, then you'll understand what I'm saying. So the child is courageous and the Baba gives courage. I have thousands of examples of how this works. No one will ever say, "Oh Baba, how can I do this?" No. What to do? What's happening? What's happening? Why is it happening? How can I do this? But the child with courage is helped so much from Baba. You can't take less. If you don't have courage and take Baba's help, you wouldn't be able to take the bliss. Even if you don't have a blockage here in the atmosphere of peace, you get benefit from the service of the yajna, and you sit here alive. If there's a little bit of pain, you wouldn't be able to sit here. And Gyan Sarovar, Man Sarovar or Shanti Sarovar, you're sitting here. But with courage, the child with courage gets help from Baba. Say, Baba, Baba did very good. I simply just, all of you will fulfill Baba's hopes, and whatever are the wishes, hopes of Baba, you say to Baba, yes, it will happen, I will do it. And then Baba sees, oh, the child is courageous, so Baba will give help. Sometimes you say, Baba, I feel heavy inside. I have a little burden. How can this work get done? Baba is the responsible one, and we are keeping burden on our head, so we won't be able to experience being light. But if you're a courageous child and Baba gives the help, and then you see that that is reality, and then where is the burden? Otherwise, if you have less experience of being bodiless, then you experience the burden. Service is not a burden, service is service. Baba gives us a lot of blessings. We receive the blessings from so many people. From where would there be any burden? Within that, it is the clash of nature and sanskaras that creates heaviness. But it doesn't allow you to have the bliss of being internalized and always happy. Somebody's sanskara or your own sanskara. I have seen some very good Brahmin children, not people from outside, but I'm talking to you, Brahmin children. You have to fix your nature and sanskaras. You don't want to change it. You think you're right and you move along that way. You're not willing to change. So think about this. Open your eyes. By your own mind and intellect, you make your sanskaras and nature, and you think they're fine, and you go along like that, and you have made it firm that the way you are is absolutely right. And you think you're doing everything. You will avoid doing everything according to Baba's direction, but you will do according to what your heart wishes. And you will do the service you want to do. You will do the effort you want to do. And you will get together with each other and smile. And then you feel light. It means you're using the nature and sanskara, but you're not under the influence of nature and sanskaras. You have to have patience, peace, and love, and then get work done. You don't have the aim to do it this way. And then you'll be heavy.
aim रहो अंदर में
Keep the aim
आत्मा
that internally I am a soul light and I get might from the Supreme Soul, and then everything will be fine and there's no burden. Then what comes is barriers, checkpoints. So how is the situation? We may be in the midst of hundreds of thousands, but the way will be opened up and they'll say, come, here is your car, off you go. The checking point will come. And if since a very long time we have a very good record, and there are 3 matters in this. One is your chart is good, of yoga. Second, you have a good record. You haven't taken sorrow or given sorrow to anyone in any condition. You have a good record of not taking or giving sorrow. Once Baba said to me, Baba's given me so much fortune, what can I say? My feelings of the heart are very good. Mama had left the body, and Baba said to me, you sleep on Mama's bed. So I had a lot of intoxication. Sleep on Mama's bed. Baba said, go sleep there. And the fortune that Baba has given, I had the very, very powerful feeling that I should do very, very good effort and I should do what Baba wants me to do. So what happened? Mama's room was next to the office in Madhuban, which is now Dadi's room. It was the office. So I was sitting where Mama's bed was, and it was the evening, and I was looking at the chart. I didn't write it, but I looked at my chart. And Denise used to keep her chart and show the chart to Dadi every day. And this is how she moved forward. She wanted to move forward very quickly. So I looked at the chart, and Baba suddenly opened the door, and that door, and he stood in front of the bed. It was very cold, and I had 2 shawls, one over my knees and one around my shoulders. I was sitting there. He said, what are you doing, daughter? You're looking at your chart? Okay. So I started to stand up. He said, no, you sit. In Bhakti, he used to say, I am your slave, and now God says, I am your slave. I said, Baba. So you can understand, if you do some really true effort, how much sweet experiences you get from Baba. And so then he took me and he went to his room, he took me with him. He said, you were looking at your chart, okay. And then he had me eat with him, eat dinner, and then we went to class, and he said, I will tell how to keep the chart. So in the evening class, Baba always spoke in the evening class. First Mama used to come, then Baba would come. And he came in the class in the evening. He said, daughter was looking at her class. Do you any time give sorrow, then you don't, so your chart is okay. Never give any sorrow to anyone. Since then I've understood you mustn't give or take sorrow. But even if somebody wants to give you a lot of sorrow, but don't take it. And then in the morning, the Murli, my heart said, I want to say good morning to Baba and then go to class. So I started to go to say good morning to Baba, and Baba would say, yes, I'm preparing the vehicle and I'm going to bring Baba with me. So Brahma Baba was bringing Shiv Baba with himself to the class. So Baba was making his hair ready and getting his clothes ready. He says, "Okay, daughter, I'm bringing Baba." And then Baba used to bring Shri Baba to the class. And he would be in his room, then he would come into class as a teacher. Absolutely, with authority. "Good morning at Amrit Vela, he is my Baba." With a lot of love, there is the experience of Amrit Vela where there is a great strong pull. The child is sitting in remembrance. He taught us how to sit in remembrance, and then he became the teacher full of authority in the class. And whatever he had to say, he would say it in the class. We used to say, "What did Shiv Baba say? What did Brahma Baba say?" He'd say, "You can figure it out. Your job is to understand." So, to whom did the Murli was the Murli spoken in the morning? And then he would come in the class, and then he would say, "Those who listen to the Murli very well, their chart would be good." Okay. At the time of the Murli, if you looking here and there, Baba wouldn't say anything. But the whole day, if you don't churn on the Murli, doesn't seem good. If you didn't revise the Murli with each other and you repeated other things, then you will not be able to sit in Baba's heart. You will not be able to experience the deep love of the heart from Baba. Even Avyak Baba had said, wherever the Father is, there are no issues to discuss, and when there are issues to discuss, there is no Baba. So it's about criticizing and complaining. So Baba Dadi has seen this in practical. Wherever there are things that you are discussing that are critical, then you won't be able to have Baba with you. But where there is Baba, then you're not busy criticizing things. You say, "Baba, it's okay, doesn't matter." The time has gone, but there's one more thing Daddy wants to say. There was no arrangements for service. There was no clock. And this is how we started. We were sitting on a chatai, which is like a straw mat. And we had a coconut to make fire with. But we had this feeling inside that we want to tell the things of Baba, so we would tell things about Baba, and people used to come from very far away. So I said, "Baba, you are the intellect of the wise, and we are here on service." And the wonder is that somebody or another, Baba would inspire them. Even till now, we've never asked for any special facilities from anyone. Whether London or Indian, we never asked for anything. Automatically the things that were needed would come. Maybe there was no milk to drink, and we would make a little tea with some milk and give it to the people who would come, but I didn't drink it. But by itself, milk used to start come. We used to have just 4 pennies, and the vegetable seller, we would put it outside and ask for 4 pennies, and we would remember Baba and make food for bhog for Baba, and we had no ghee. We would make good roti and vegetables and offer that to Baba. We used to be able to get small potatoes for 1 anna, and we would put it in water and make gravy, and that would be our vegetable soup, potato soup. And from there, how we have reached now. Look, you can get everything. Baba used to have concern that children might like to eat bread. We never had bread in Karachi, but here in Abu, Baba called somebody to make bread. Mama's mother was very good in looking after the kitchen, and she learned how to make bread so the children could have bread. And Baba wanted to make very good tolis so that the children wouldn't want to eat from outside. Gulab Jamun, Rasgulla, and after we started the Foreign Service, Baba had done all sorts of things to give hospitality to those who visited. We should not remember the world outside, so enjoy yourselves, dance, sing. This is the confluence age, and there's just one further thing. The time of the confluence age is very short. Any time that destruction can come, it'll be the end of the play and Baba will leave. I am right in front of Baba and Baba is with me. Everybody should have this feeling to stay with Baba and be a detached observer and play your role. This is that time. And so value this time. Time, yourself, and Baba, and then the gathering. Each one is equal to the next. They're all wearing white. It looks a very beautiful gathering when Baba comes in Shantivan. 15 or 20,000 all wearing white clothes. And when Baba takes the name of the double foreigners, Baba makes all the double foreigners feel very, very great. In each murli, Baba says so many things to the double foreigners. In each of every Bapdada's Avyakt Murli. And in the evening, the phones come and they tell us how they saw Baba through the video, just as if Baba was right in front. So whatever it is we receive from Baba, you fill your life with that. Take blessings from everyone and accumulate your account of pure action and finish your account of debt. And then when ours is finished, then the world's negativity will finish through our destruction of our own negativity. Just by the yoga power of one Baba and pure karma, we receive this much fruit. From the power of yoga of one Brahma Baba, and he created the yagya of pure karma, and we are taking the fruit of that tapasya. No one is happy in the world like we are. Go anywhere in the world. I said I never went to America or England, but nobody has such a happy world as we do. Baba is the one who removes sorrow and gives peace and happiness. And all of you who are sitting here by the 31st of December, as you're sitting in front of Baba, so Baba said, chart, record, and the account of good karma, and do not waste a single penny. Number one, honesty. You get very good marks for this. Honest with yourself, honest with Baba, and honest with all of the people in the yagya. No making a fuss and keeping things aside. You can't run Baba's house with cheating. You can't cheat Baba, cheat yourself in your efforts, and cheat other people. Then you will not be able to make Baba's name famous that way. So be bodiless internally and be a trustee, honest trustee. In activities, in relationships, a trustee. Nothing is mine. Be bodiless, I am a soul. Shiv Baba is bodiless, Brahma Baba is a trustee. Brahma Baba is loving, Shiv Baba is bodiless, and we children are the shining stars in between them. One is the sun of knowledge, the other is the moon of knowledge, and we are the stars shining with the moon. Okay, today is a very special day. Tomorrow we'll celebrate Christmas, so don't miss Baba's kiss. This is a golden chance. You're getting a very good chance for Baba to give you lots of love, and you can give lots of love to Baba. He's wonderful and Rama is very wonderful. Has anybody arrived today?